Greetings, mortals. I am Nate Test, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today, we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse series, chapter 74, titled A Desperate Resistance. For a chapter titled Desperate Resistance, you would think Melagalan would actually do more instead of just, giving more credits to the theory that Nakaba hates Gallant and Melascula. But hell, I am not the one titling these chapters or translating them by this matter. I'm terrible at translating things, in case you're wondering. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into this chapter, shall we? Now we start off with a cover of having an actual, a cover that's probably part of the story with Tristan and Percival going there for a strike. As we get in there saying Gawain is knocked out and Don is injured. Percival and Tristan take arms. Luckily, the two of them have taken arms, and I don't really know if Donnie being injured is like that big of a loss, but regardless. Anyways, then we also have another in the art piece. Narration by the Alphas versus Megalon. Gallant. The Holy Knights of Lyons have gathered to a desperate war in an unpredictable battle. Well, not really unpredictable. It's anything. The only thing unpredictable is that how long it's taking them to take down Megalant. Like again, the fight is pretty much just Megalant doing whatever, and them just like being and the knights being like a bit at loss until they eventually just take over it. Oh, by the way, there's a Q&A at the end of this chapter. Maybe we'll look at it, maybe we won't. We'll see at that font. So anyways, we start this chapter off with Gawain snoring while Don is in pain. Which is kind of funny to think about it. Like, anyone there is in pain and out, or in dangerous of dying. But Gawain, she's sleeping. So yeah. I mean, literally got besides her. So anyways, they have Percival screaming, Donnie, Gawain! As we have Trisha looking at Melagalan as it's just like, look out! As then Melagalan sent like a blast, I think from Galan's mouth or chest area. So yeah, anyways, then we have Melagalan screaming. Actually, it looks like that Galan's chest and Melascula's normal, human head are screaming. And honestly, I'm not sure if this is just because Galan's hat is, an armor piece, but it looks like Melasca's actually in pain right now, which to me, it does make sense. She's been like the only one that's been taking, like she's the one who's been taking the biggest blows, and it's really Galan screaming, "Four Knights of the Apocalypse! It is our mission to make you breathe your last. Prepare yourselves!" Yeah, this would be far more intimidating if they're actually doing damage, but they're not. Like, Donnie is damaged, but how? That was from Gawain, and Gawain is currently asleep. Is there a person with just looking at it, two of them, is there Anne and nonsense rushing there? Is there nonsense screaming, Donnie, you're too reckless, you know that! Which is, I guess, true, but still, it's one of those sacrifices you have to make. Is there a Donnie back? Shut up! Who's the one who started it? Which is, yeah, should be, which is, I guess, to me, is true. I mean, that is pretty much what they've been doing. As they have nothing back. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. As they have back, it's fine. I wanted to do it, so I did. As they have Anne screaming, "Hey guys, what's with the kid?" As they have back, did something happen to Gawain? Wait, did I forget who's Gawain? As then we have Gisina screaming, "Ah, she shrunk!" And when he said she shrunk, like he mean that she shrunk, like her, how to describe this, like her clothing or whatever fabric she had on her was like completely like went down, and and she's completely like her boots are like off, like she's like she completely shrunk. Like I would say her current size, like the chest and the knees was how big she is right now. As we have Gavin saying, "Hee, I'm having I think a pudding feast tonight," and it's which is kind of fun to have a site like this, especially this scenario. Although to be fair, it's kind of a tangent killer. As there we have someone saying, "Could this be a fact of Malagalan's attack?" As then we have Donnie just be like the voice, being the really voice of reason. He's like, no, she said earlier that she used to up too much magic, right? So basically, just this is related to her magic being lost. So I guess Gawain's way of using Sunshine is different from Askino, where when he had like a specific sun thing, like specific light, Gawain has more like how much mana and magic she has in her, which is I guess a bit more good. But I'm curious if that's something that she can go into it a bit later. We'll get like, can she go into this whenever she activates it or not? So we have Nesam. So does this mean she used her magic power to maintain that huge body? I guess so. As Diamond says, so I guess so. I guess we are. I don't know. Sit page here. As then we have Anne just taking her jacket off to wrap Gwen because she's naked basically. As then we have Diamond saying, "Wait!" as he stares at Gwen's chest. As the boobs are like shaking. I'm not sure if they are shaking from the tremor because they're shrinking. Because, but regardless, they are shaking and he's taking very important attention to it, like a real man does. Also, while this does mean that Gawain is a lolly, especially now with a shot of comparing this small Gawain to Anne, but Gawain's chest is actually still giant. I guess even just I guess the only thing that the whole chess era did was like, honestly, I'm not even sure there's that big of a difference. Like, if I had to guess, I would say her body itself like triple in size or maybe quadruple, but her boobs like doubled. Or maybe but yeah, we got this. We did have like hitting, going all Nami on Donnie and hitting him twice, and she's saying, "Quit being stupid, and get out of here." I was just creepy a pervert, as we were going to just like be like, "Zzz," as Anne's putting the jacket on her. As then we have Anne screaming, "Percival and Tristan need to fight with all they have." I guess and Donnie just got healed now by Nazians. As they have not doesn't be like, "You're right." So yeah. Anyways, then we got back to the battle between Percival and Tristan Percival and Tristan reacting to the whole Gawain situation. As then we have Percival saying, "I don't know why, but they are gonna be okay." As if Anna putting Gawain on Donnie's back. She's like, "Hurry up!" I guess to be unsafer. And then right back, "Why you clobber me?" Because you're being a perfect on battle. We have to make this fight look serious. Even though we just have Menagon over there being beaten up all the time. Anyways, they have Trisha be like, "I'm sure they are fine. Anyway, I found a way to win thanks to their efforts." So yeah, as they have Tristan be like, "I've heard the voice." He's gonna talk anyways, so we're gonna do it. And they have just like, Menagon seems to have taken a lot of damage from Lady Gawain's attack. As we have Menagon like on the floor, like, getting bed up. And then person was saying, "We gotta thank Donnie for saving me too." So yeah, anyways, then we have Percival and Donnie and they dropping down. I guess to go, not use their flight advantage anymore. I don't know why. As then we have Tristan and Percival being like ready. As just Percival's like, "We will beat you with all our might." And then Tristan says, "No!" And then Tristan and Percival go there to swing their blades at Melgalant. And Percival's like, "Tor!" He's like, "Ha!" And they just crash into each other. Like, they went in separate directions, but now they're just like blocking, going into one another. Like, Percival, Tristan gets hit by Percival's helmet, while Percival gets hit by Tristan's knees. So yeah, as then they're both like, "Huh?" As then they fall on the ground. As then we have some random holding up, like, "How those two were jumping forward side by side?" And then someone was like, "They crashed face first into each other." Oh, look at that! These Holy Knights actually have enough of brain power to tell it's not something they did intentionally. You know, I always say that when they have characters do something that looks ridiculous, but if you logically speak, it's not their fault. It's something else. So yeah. Anyways, then we see some Holy Knights saying, "Sir Tristan," it's nonsense like, "Percival." So yeah. As then we have Nonsense look at it, it's like, huh? He feels something odd. And then he looks at Percival, which I guess that knocked the two out? Wait, what? Like, that's the thing that knocked the two out. I mean, I get why they got knocked out for end of chapter thing, but still kind of weird that's the thing that truly knocked these two out. It's also kind of makes Megan look worse, if we're being honest. And then Nonsense like, what's happening if he's looking at them? And then Nonsense like, why? Why can't I reach Percival? So yeah, and then he's like kind of like standing still. And then we have Anne screaming, ah! As Nonsense looks back and he sees Anne. I don't know, is she being upside down? As then we have Anne screaming, I'm gonna fall into the sky! Wait, what? Then we have Donnie carrying Gawain, and he's like, hold on, knock it off! I'm not going straight! As it seems like he's like being spinned around, or is it everything around is being spinning around? Then we see Malagalan standing up, and Galant's face looking like it's smirking, while Melasco's his face is like has that like black eye looking. Oh, you will pay. I hope so, because you've been nothing but being up this entire fucking time. So just poor Melascula. Is there another be like, could this be Melagalan's magic power? And then we have Nonsense running, and then he like trips over some like some crack in the floor. I guess that's where the whole cracking is going on. As then we have Hendrickson showing up and catching Nonsense as he's falling, tripping down. As Hendrickson's like, whoa, watch yourself! As then we have Nonsense be like, thank you very much. And then we have I am Hendrickson. Don't act surprised. I'm just the town's doctor. Huh. I guess the whole beginning of the beginning of the arc where Percival was like, I should have Hendrickson Nonsense meet Hendrickson later, was actually foreshadowing for the encounter here. Kind of surprising. I was thinking this gonna be like a big tragic thing when Nonsense dies when, you know, when he's not even able to meet the doctor or something, to make the thing more tragic. As they would have Hendrickson be like, with this situation, how come you seem fine? Point out because he captured normal and he doesn't seem to have any of the problems that everyone else has. As they have Hendrickson saying, it's just as I thought. No one realizes that they've been afflicted. And then it's like, huh? And then we have explanation to why things are going like in weird directions. If we ever get like a shot showing us in the past couple of chapters what's going on, like Tristan's attacks all going in a different direction, Percival's attacks all are just kind of flying into it, as well as Gawain's weapon just going to Melagalan's hand. And then we have now how to explain it's a slow-acting potent neurotoxin. It gradually derails the three semicircular canals and greatly reduces not just one's sense of direction, but also their accuracy and ability to evade. Although with Danya and Anne, it just seems to be like a weird gravitational spatial movement thing. I mean, even Tristan's attack seems like it would probably have some influence on it, considering how it all avoided it. Anyway, they've done Nausea to be like, so that's why nobody's attacks hit Melagaland. Well, to be fair, Wayne's attacks did hit pretty well. Those were accurate enough. Anyways, they have Hendrickson being like in his like room. I guess he was continuing it. Which I guess means as soon as he sensed it, because I think he's like one of the first people who sensed Melaska and Galan, he was like, wait, oh, there's a problem. Alright, I'll just stay here and continue my work. As then we have in the flashback, Hendrickson like doing something as he's saying, the source must be that monster. I wouldn't have arrived here if I had known it by chance. As there was like a bunch of birds like going all over the place, like rampaging. Like we see two pigeons, and they're like one's like going they're both going downwards. It seems like they even hit them so hard they're actually bleeding. As they would have Hendrickson be like, hurry and cover your mouth with cloth. And there's that someone saying, what's wrong, Handy? Neither one of this person who is like helping Hendrickson here is actually someone important, because this is like second time they mention this person and we haven't seen it. Maybe it's that one of those characters from the previous series that we just don't know. I'm not really sure. Sure, or maybe just like a random running joke. There's like a system that's always off panel. It's not clear. But anyways, as they were just like the toxicity. This toxicity is very similar to the few that found of demon snakes. So I guess we know aside that something Melasco has. Makes me wonder this is something that she always have. This is like like a Melagalant power or something. I'm not really sure. Anyway, there's like a bunch of holy knights acting like fools. Like we have one, I'm guessing Parabia, like, I still can't get any closer as he and two other holy knights like running a circle or something. And then we have like one like doing weird poses like whoa, and then like two holy knights like kind of like turning sides to side like my body's moving on its own. And then like one holy knight who's like doing a handstand. Instead of as you were saying, first let's get everyone vaccinated. Real world alert. As they were not just like, wait, you also need to be, I guess Hendrickson made up cure, although I'm not exactly sure if that would work. Maybe he just planned on putting a cloth on everyone, because, I mean, he still has the cloth. Maybe it's like one of those things where he has to, like, maybe he's trying to do this, like, on the fly, on the field, with using nonsense as like a test subject or something, I'm not sure. And then nonsense back, once I know I've poisoned, there's no problem. Unless it's supposed to be, I've been poisoned, there's no problem. So he can use his magic. Like, obviously, as soon as this poison was revealed, like, we can all have told what Nas gonna do now. And then Nas, Hodges will be like, huh? Because, like, oh, Hodges has no idea. And then Nas is like, mix venom, this poison. As he, like, sends it, like, makes, like, a droplet, like, a big drop plot of it, and he like just sends it as a fuck to all of the holy knights to get them out of this nonsense. As they, which is, I do wonder if there's like gotta be like a limit to how much venom and these types of things the nonsense is gonna be doing and handling, because, well, let's just say that so far we haven't met a single poison that could like be something that's very more permanent, and Hendrix and I would assume Melgalon's gonna be like one of the best poison users. I mean, to be fair, there might be like an elite holy knight working for Arthur who might be like that, who'll be able to do it, but so far we haven't met him. Anyways, then we see Melagalant reacting to this, and Velasquez's face is just like giving even sadder now with actually, like, previously it looked like it was kind of like a good combination of it. Now it just kind of looks like she's kind of bulging all of Galant's uh, waste. Like, I mean, this poison is actually kind of. I wouldn't be shocked by at this point. Like everything this one could probably just hurt Velasquez. I mean, anyone from being what it has. Then we have the one of the weird things saying, "Huh? We stopped," and then we're like, "What happened to us?" So yeah, anyways, they're like, "Are you okay, Anne?" And then Onofo like, "Yeah, and you?" So anyways, then we have Hendrix and saying the symptoms disappeared, but how? As then we have Hendrix saying, "Is it safe to remove this?" As he's like taking the scarf off. As then we have Nog saying, explaining, I can neutralize, generate, and synthesize any poison I've ingested. I made a vaccine in a hurry and sprayed it all over the area." So I better explain his magic again to Hendrickson, and then Hendrickson be like, "That is incredible! I would love to hear all about it sometime." As they have, as they be like, no, so would I. Better explain everything and, having their kind of mental relationship if they're gonna mean. And then we have Melagalant, running towards them as they are screaming, "Stay out of this!" Like Melaska's face is looking even worse and worse. I mean, to be fair, at least it looks like she's like, actually, now that I look at it, it seems like her face is becoming more and more part of Galant's body. As then we have Hendrickson appearing ahead of Nazians to take the blow, as they were screaming, "Nazians run!" As I was like, "Oh shit!" But then we see like a giant blast being sent and not Galant's body, as then we have Malaska's face, which actually seems a bit the best it has in this chapter, being like, "What?" As then we see Dreyfus there using Pierce. which is weird because of how bad his back is. And then I have Hendricks and Dreyfus saying, "Good grief, I am the one who retired long ago. Hey, Handy, give me a week's worth of compress for my lower back." So yeah, the whole he being retired, his back being in pain is accurate. As then we have Hendricks saying, "Of course, Dreyfus." As we have Dreyfus coming here, it's like kicking his back in place like the entire time, like, "Oh my god, this is already giving me back pains." Also, his mouth seems to be going full moon spy here because he doesn't seem to have one. Or maybe this was a gag from the original series, I just don't remember it. Although I don't think it was ever like a shot of him being without a mouth. I mean, that was just moon spite, so I don't know why he has no mouth here. So yeah, anyways, there have Melgon saying, "This little bug." As they have Henderson saying this balanced thing, like, "Say, shouldn't you be dead with a hole that big?" I guess Dreyfus forgot the regeneration process of demons. As there we see Melgalon's face, torso being healed. As it seems like I can't tell if Galant's hat is smirking, but Melgalon's face is like, "Seriously? Now you too?" As there we have Dreyfus be like, "Wait, you don't have a single scratch?" So yeah, the whole regeneration thing. Or to be fair, although this might just be the fact he didn't actually hit that well. I'm not sure. Does this thing have a generation function or not? I feel like it should have. So everything we have Galant's hat screaming at Melagon, like being Ksha! As Malaska as then we have be a splash shot as he sends a bunch of these to Melagon's had just moved them backwards. As then we have Jervis saying, a week's worth of compress won't be enough as he is continuously hitting it. Which again kind of takes away from the drama here. As then we have wait, I'll back you up. As then we have him pulling the sword out. I would personally hope this means that he has some kind of healing abilities because I feel like the whole hitting the back thing is gonna be really annoying to every single time he sends an attack. And there are someone running past and is like, "Mr. Handy, please help with Lord Tristan's recovery." As then we have Hendrickson saying, Dreyfus saying, "It's you!" As they have this person screaming with her giant bow on top, being like, "Mr. Dreyfus, I'll help you out." As they have this person jumping in the air, hitting, smacking King Melgaland. As they have Malaska, fire looking happy for once in this chapter. It's like, "That itches! Did you think that attack would work?" And she takes a notice of the three little hits this person gave. And they're like, "Duh." And she's like, aware of this. And then we have the spell saying to be Time Bomb! And it just blows up. And like, as they had be going a bit backwards. As there we reveal that this person was Isolde, as we could have all assumed. It's a person like, "Damned minion of King Arthur! I won't let you lay a finger on my beloved!" Is there like, "It's her! From the Tristan platoon!" And there Henderson looking over Tristan to see if he can bring him back. Is there we had this panel of Isolde like standing up and she had a little hit. I guess she got hit by Melagand. It's like, Isolde will destroy you for my love, Lord Tristan. Lord Tristan. Yes, she's saying as badass. I mean, I guess we should probably acknowledge, like, where the fuck was she for the last couple of chapters? So here's it. She was running towards here, and she was the first away. So I guess it makes sense on that side. So yeah. Now, by now, this is like actually the one I think the only chapter where she doesn't have an upskirt shot. So I guess there's at least there is one, but you can barely see anything. So I guess at least in this actions, I guess at least we aren't being reduced to this level of fan service. A little bit fair, we already had to wait for that, so you might say we did get reduced that level of fan service. Everything at Pally will be like, "If we just keep eating our fingers, we will disgrace the Royal Holy Knights. Protect those boys, the Knights of Prophecy, with all our might. Never give up. Hope for the future." So yeah, they're all getting serious. They're getting to battling Melgaland, which is weird because Chaos Galar and Chaos Malaska were already more than they can handle Yet now they are supposed to be able to like go up against Malgaland. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be maybe because the spell was disabused or something. I have no idea. Like I'm pretty sure. Like at this point, it feels like these transformations are just getting weaker and weaker. Just their hexes are becoming stronger. That's it. So yeah, anyway, they'll be like, "Hey, are you hearing this?" I'm guessing telling Wayne to like have her wake up. They're just I guess trying to get a kiss from Percival, or or reenacting the Sleeping Beauty scene, where Percival being the beauty and Nazim being the prince, as he's saying to Percival, "The voices of those who need you." I guess they're trying to wake them up, which again I feel like, but I have no idea why Percival and Trishan are knocked out. Is then we have Dreyfus saying, "Shouldn't I try tightening the old rotor a little more?" As then we have Anderson healing Joel Tristan. As we are counting on you, Mr. Royal Swordsmanship Instructor. So yeah, I guess they're ready for battle. So, I mean, to be fair, Trevor is probably like one of the best ones who is currently fighting here. And then we have Melagalan going for a swing and going to scream and screaming the need to fight. As Galan's face actually looks to be happy on this fight. As then we have all the Holy Knights getting ready for a slice. As for the final page of the chapter, then we have the next screaming, "Come on, show how serious the Holy Knights of Leonis can be. What is their fate against the great evil that's been nothing but humiliated, beaten up, and just in general treated like absolute shit by pretty much every time she appears in fights." So anyway, they have now a page of just of the whole narration. They have this page saying, "With the full knights of the apocalypse out of the combat, Hendrickson and Dreyfus, as well as Isolde, join the fray." So yeah, they are gonna into a big old slaughterfest. Alright, so next to be continued, chapter 75, titled Royally Knights versus Melagaland. So yeah, we're going to this clash, and I'm going to wonder if this also means that Anne's gonna participate in this, gonna do something amazing in this chapter, because like the last two chapters, this chapter we had Nonsense doing something about the whole disputing of curse, and the last chapter we had got the Annie, doing the whole, moving things upwards, which does make me wonder if the next chapter we're gonna have like and like piercing through Malaska's face or something. I mean, that seems to be pretty powerful, of course, at this point. And here we also have the Q&A with we have a bit of a Q&A here. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna go into it. It's pretty much just worthless information, except I guess if you really wanna not really go into it, we find out that apparently Gawain is actually really good at women. So Gawain has a lot of power when it comes to women having them join. Although there's a bit of a joke about her in not going be for a long time, or a tracker going, which I'm not sure if that means she's not gonna be able to get insulted to love her, or this is just being like a transformation. Like she can get women to be with her when she's in a bit grown up form, but she can't get women to do it with her when she's in a small form, in her lolly form essentially. But yeah, what's gonna happen in the next chapter, like I said, probably just embarrassing Malevolent further with having the Holy Knights doing some major damage on her, and maybe possibly getting her big moment, and that's pretty much it. Again, I still feel like it's gonna be Meliodas gonna show up and take Malevolent out, but that's just me. Anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on the chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more future for more chapters in the future. And that's it. I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Goodbye.